Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 Teacher of the Year for the Leon County School District, rating from Kate Sullivan Elementary School, Miss Julie Arasi. Please welcome her.
She wouldn't have put you in this position if she didn't think you could do it. I was sitting in front of Miss Regina Browning, my assistant principal at the time, with mascara running down my face, my hair a mess, and my shoes were being held by a fellow teacher. Miss Browning just kept trying to convince me that if Mrs. Stevens, my principal, didn't think I could teach, she wouldn't have put me in the position to be a teacher. I needed a lot of convincing at the end of my first full day as a classroom teacher. My first day was a nightmare. I had never been in front of a classroom full of students before. Well, in a dress and heels, that is. All my previous experiences were teaching physical education, where I wore shorts, taught my students how to dance to Thriller, and spent my days outdoors. Don't get me wrong, teaching PE is not easy. Their struggles are real, but I knew how to handle those struggles. Teaching PE was my dream job. None of that prepared me for my first day in the classroom. Additional students who arrived that I didn't have desks or supplies for, let alone those cute nameplates I had spent so much time on. One student under her desk crying. That's where I wanted to be. And another locked himself in the bathroom of our portable. Again, a little jealous, he thought of the idea before me. When my day finally ended, I made my way to my friend Valencia Hollowell's classroom to run my idea of quitting by her before heading to administration. I kicked off my heels, realizing quickly wearing heels was a dumb idea, laid down on her classroom floor, and began sobbing. As family does, Valencia laid down next to me and let me cry. Then marched me to administration, not to quit, but for encouragement. It was on this day, at this moment, I realized how important it was to have my Kate Sullivan family. My incredible, strong, and proud principal, Mrs. Pam Stevens, was the one who gave an inexperienced teacher a dream job at 22 years old. After having to cut my position 2 times, she knew the only way I could say Kate Sullivan was for me to become certified in the classroom. Mrs. Stevens knew this was not my first or 51st career choice, but looked me in the eye and told me she believed in me. Besides my parents, I've never had someone believe in me like she did. I didn't believe it for 1 second, but it was that unwavering confidence that ignited a fire within me. How could I let her down? How could I be anything less than what she thought I could be? Mrs. Stevens' words helped change my life. Know that your words and feedback are so powerful and can inspire and ignite the fire within. In my 8 years at Kate Sullivan, I've witnessed Mrs. Stevens foster a family atmosphere through her confidence and support of her teachers and staff, allowing us to try new things, take risks, and having high expectations for the good of the school. I've been fortunate to have friends like Valencia Hollowell, who helped me plan my first few weeks as a classroom teacher. She broke my day down into 10-minute increments because I didn't even know how long a worksheet would take to complete. And to be placed on a veteran second grade team where all the teachers had 15 to 35 years of experience. Dotsie, Lisa, Nancy, Holiday, and Amy were honest with me, but they also helped me. They did not sit back and watch me sink. Instead, they surrounded me and helped me float until I could swim by myself. At Kate Sullivan, like I'm sure it is at your school, when someone is in need, we do not sit back and watch them fall. We offer any type of support necessary to help them through whatever it is they're going through. And if all else fails, we head to happy hour. I have been very lucky to be on the 3rd grade team the last 2 years with Jillian, Leanne, Carmen, Jan, Nancy, Caitlin, and Samantha, a Glenn Howell finalist this year. They have shown me what a work family truly looks like. I must also take the time to thank my life coaches, Sylvia Myers, our assistant principal, and Amy Birch for their guidance and support in all aspects of my life. The tenets of family and support should be woven into the fabric of every school. It should not be the exception. It should be the expectation. My Kate Sullivan family is not limited to the staff. I have been blessed with the best classroom parents on the planet, some of who are here tonight. But like any family, it takes an investment on both parts to create an atmosphere of high expectations. My students are not perfect, but I have learned to teach them an important word, yet. They are not allowed to say, I can't do it. It's, I can't do it yet. I've also learned that we must be intentional and truly invest in our students. Just as many of you do, I love to eat lunch with my students on Fridays and attend one event for each of them outside of school. This allows me to see them in a different light. It's fun to see their will to win at a Saturday morning soccer game or determination at a piano recital or dance competition. These glimpses into their world help me understand who they can be in the classroom. Getting this buy-in from classroom parents and students and building a family is truly essential. I'm honored and humbled to be speaking in front of you this evening as Leon County's Teacher of the Year. I have spoken of my Kate Sullivan family, my Kate Sullivan staff family, and my Kate Sullivan classroom family. There's one more family I must mention, and that is my family. My parents flew in from New York to be here this evening, and my siblings Jackie, Jeffrey, and Jameson, who are all incredibly successful in their own professional fields, are in Chicago and New York working hard, which is exactly what my parents instilled in all of us. My parents made incredible sacrifices and made education the #1 priority. They allowed us to dream without limitations. They never once told me as an 8-year-old I couldn't be an American gladiator or professional wrestler when I grew up. The only rule was, and continues to be, we have to give our best effort and work as hard as we possibly can. Also, I feel fortunate to have found someone who was raised with the same values. My fiance, Kevin, grew up in a family of educators, which prepared him for the long nights and weekends of helping me with labeling, cutting, stapling, classroom setups, fixing, or building things. Kevin will tell you he knew it would all work out this way, with me speaking in front of you this evening. I don't know how he has so much confidence in me, but I'm eternally grateful he does. Family is the common thread that runs through my story. In addition to my traditional family, I have a Kate Sullivan family and an even bigger Leon County family. My family has always picked me up off the floor when I wanted to cry and quit, and believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you to all who have made it possible for me to represent the amazing educators of Leon County. Let's all do our best to keep each other off the floor. Thank you.